take care of you. Take care of you. I wrote you on and on. You never gave me an answer. Am I the only one? I didn't know it was over. Take care of you. Take care of you. Take care of you.
Hello, everybody. Please let me know in the chat if you can hear me properly. I want to make sure you get me loud and clear. And today we're going to be having a really exciting live stream. It's finally the start of quarter 3 of 2021. And there's so much that we can do to make this quarter great. And I want to show you all that we've been building over the last few months to help you level up and grow this coming quarter, especially in terms of motivation, in terms of happiness, in terms of community building, and really just helping you make the most out of your summer. So, without further ado, today what I'm going to be launching into first is unveiling the behind the scenes application that we've been building. This is the main reason that we've been so excited over the last few months about the Notion API is because we finally have built the integrated application to let you turn any Notion database into a gamified experience. So let's show you what that looks like. And if you are coming here and you are already part of our community, have you some templates, this is your best time to start using the app, so start trying it out. It's currently in beta. We're going to be sending an email about this, announcing this real soon. But if you are on this live stream today, you're in luck because you get to be the first one to try it out. So without further ado, let me open up my screen and show you what it all looks like. I'm going to jump over into here. Give me a second. Let me set it up. And I'm going to jump into here. And let's go ahead and switch this over to the CoX3 family connection. Ooh, what does that mean? So I'm going to also move this a little bit. Seems like it's being cut off, and talk a bit about our application. So we officially started building on this app, I think around mid-June. So it's actually been a very short time since we were able to build out all these features. And it was accumulation of a lot of hard work between our family. We did a initial hackathon for 7 days straight, and then after that we've had help from family members like Alyssa, like Josh Wins, which I both see in the chat right now, from early testers like Anne Marie, and just everyone in the community coming together to build it. And I've just had such an amazing experience, and I want you guys to try out for yourself as well. So as you can see, right now we're in preseason. Season 1 hasn't started, but what you can see is that everything's been mapped out according to how your wins are being processed on Notion. So on Notion, as you know, right now we have gamification templates that allow you to hand in your task, and as you hand in your quest, there is an associate gold and experience points that are awarded to you inside the Notion application itself. But what we've done here is we've actually made it so that when you want to level up, all you have to do is connect your Notion database into our application, and we will read whatever win you have. Let's say it's a task win, or a key result win, or a goal win, or a project win. All those things are things that will give you golden experience points and help you really visualize your growth journey as you're going through the adventure of your life, right? And what's really special about this application in my eyes is that it gives us so much opportunity to really collaborate with each other on our personal life goals, our personal life missions, and really find other people who have done the things that we want to do and are trying to do the things that we've already done, and find a way to interact and engage with one another. And I think that's really special. I think that's something that hasn't been done before, and I really want to bring that experience to everybody here. And so I just wanted to walk you guys through how this kind of works, how this application currently works as it is, talk you through some of the updates we currently have, and also, of course, show you some of the features that really make this application special. So I'm going to sign in first, and you can sign in by clicking anywhere. By the way, if you want to join us, I'm going to send the link in the chat right now. You can join us into the app if you want to make an account right now. So the link is makework.fun. I know we've got an amazing domain name, but this is the accumulation of a lot of hard work. So I want to once again thank everybody who has been involved in the build journey. This has been tremendous experience, and really excited to have you guys here with the journey. So if you want to get started, you have to click sign in, and of course you can sign in with your email, or and you can just send a magic link or with a password. I already have an account, so I'm just going to use my account right now, and I'm going to go ahead and just log into this account. So I'm at coextree.com, and I'm going to log in. And basically what you'll see is that you can see a comparison of your wins this week versus your wins last week. So you can see a nice little chart. You can see how you're currently progressing in life, right? Maybe you're level 8, and right now this is in the preseason. Everybody's levels will reset for the season that is coming up. So every single quarter, what we're thinking is that you'll have your achievements for that quarter, your level ups, your experience points. You also, of course, see your overall progress as well, so your total accumulated. But we wanted to make it so that like every single season, every single quarter, you have a chance to catch up with others, you have a chance to make it to the top leaderboards, and have some friendly competition with one another to help each other level up and improve our lives, right? And then something that's really beautiful here, and I'm going to also send in a test win, so don't worry, I'll show how that looks like. But basically, as you get wins, you can have a pop-up notification that says, oh, you've completed a task, yay, and really see that whole experience come together and really visualize your win. So let me throw in a win from Notion. I'll show you live how that works, right? I'm just going to drag a win as I would do normally inside my success plan and mark it as complete. And I'm going to show you how it shows up inside this application, so you kind of have an idea of how it works for you as well. So let me go into one of my dashboards. Give me a quick second. I'll jump into there. So I'll open my dashboard. Just want to make sure I am showing the things I want to show. So I'm going to open up my dashboard here. Let me do that. And then I'm going to set a dark mode for myself. So let me go into dark mode. I believe I can do it just to make it look really nice for you guys. So, oops, I want to go to appearance. Let's make it dark mode here. Perfect. And as you can see, I've already started embedding this application into my dashboards. And this is something I'll be talking about in our updates too. So stay tuned on that. But definitely I want to show you this is you can actually sign in on this embed as well, so that when you have your wins on your dashboard, when you have your wins, the embed on your dashboard will also pop up that notification for you. And also, by the way, guys, there's a lot of very clear instructions on how to set up, how to connect your Notion database into the system as well. So that's not something I'll go over right now in this video. This video will just purely be showing you what can be done with the app currently and what we're excited for next, right? So let me also make some space for this application, just because I know that I want to have it nice front and center for you guys. So let me move this around just a little bit so I can show you. And I'll sign in with my password here, just like I did before. And thank you for letting me know that the magic links go to the spam folder. That's good to know. Okay, so very good, right? So we have our application here, and again, my face is kind of covering you, but you have your application here. And let's say I went and wanted to hand in a quest, right? So let's say I went to go to a family quest, and I just made up a quest. Let's just say I make up a quest, and I want to see what's happening. Actually, I already have something here, so let me make this. So recently, I built a new feature, actually a few days ago, to make a rank position to show your current rank and also have your background in the splash. So let me show you what that looks like. I'm going to set that as a high priority or high impact task. I'm going to set the closing date for the 29th of July. This is wrong. Oops. This should be actually the 1st of, it was just a few days ago, the 1st of July. Let's put that there as well. And then let's say it took me around an hour, which it did, okay? And so what I can do is, obviously, normally the whole process of using this application is you can start scheduling them around and seeing, when something is worked on. But what I really want to show you is when I hand in a quest, when I mark it as complete, what happens. So actually, let me just make this clear. So implement rank position in application, in app. And then I'm going to go ahead and check share with family. And then I'm going to go ahead and drag it into hand in my work, right? And this one is showing that it was late for 2 days, and that's totally fine. That's because the filter is setting it to be complete as today. So let's see, and let's see what happens here. Actually, I'm going to reset the date because I know it's on the right date. But I wanted to show you that process of just dragging it down. So what happens is right now our system is going to be crawling the application to try to understand if it's a win that I should send to the application. And look, it just did it. Implement rank position app. Oops, I misspelled implements. That's something I'll fix later. I'll also show you how you can fix that. So that's actually pretty cool. I'll show you how that can be fixed. But right now we have this pop-up. Again, I'm trying to make the whole experience very gamified, very exciting as you complete different tasks. It should be something that stands out, right? Something that you really enjoy and it's exciting for you. So it pops up for you. You can see a little shake of it, right? You can click on it, and then you'll get a random collectible GIF that just shows up, and it's going to be specific for every single time that you open it. So every single GIF that you open will be a new GIF, right? So I open this one, right? It's going to be a new GIF. If I open the next one, it's the GIF that we had before. If I open the other GIFs, they're all very different GIFs that really just make it a little bit more exciting for you to get your wins and level up a little bit. So that's something I'll fix, and I'll also show you how you can fix updates if you'd like. That's something that you can do. I think all you have to do is just re-upload it. So let me try that one more time. I think all we have to do is just re-upload. So I'm going to grab it's not just yesterday's wins, it's this week's wins is within 1 week from now. So let's change this quickly. It's within the past week. So I'm going to fix this. I'm going to say implement rank position in app. And then I just need to take away the family connection. So this is just a wording that I send back to the app to Notion to let Notion know that, hey, this is something that's already been sent into the application. So let's see what happens. So ideally what happens now is that the database will recrawl and then it'll reshow, and then we'll have a update for this. You see, it already showed up. Implements rank position in app. It replaces that. It fixed it. Let's open it up, and then we have a new GIF. So it's really funny. It's really exciting, and oh, I wish my camera was in here. I can show you a little bit better. Let me make my camera a bit smaller, perhaps, for this demonstration. But basically you can see that this is something that you can continuously play around with, and this also works really well on your mobile. So I want to show you how that looks, okay? So if you're on mobile, and we've also developed the mobile app for this, it's not something you'll find in the App Store, but it is something that you can download if you access this app on a browser. But basically, let me just zoom in a little bit so you can see a little bit better. But basically, this is how the app looks like on the browser, right? And you can also open it up here. You can see, and you can get your collectible GIF. And then the really fun thing actually is that you can share with family. So if you share with family, let me show you what happens here, okay? If I click share with family, what happens is that it gets sent to the gilded space, and then it immediately starts sharing that, hey, someone just completed a task, right? And this is your current leaderboard position, and I'll zoom in a little bit so you guys can see a bit better. This is your current leaderboard position. And then this is something, this is a the GIF that you had. So maybe you wanted to share the cool GIF that you have with the family as well. But the most important thing is that you can start discussion about this. And I think that's really, really cool. That's something that we don't have before, that you can just start discussion on your wins and really start a meaningful conversation about, you know, something that you recently succeeded in. Maybe someone else wants to do the same thing and they want to also learn from your experience. Maybe it's something that you still have more things to do and you want to ask follow-up questions on how can you do things better. And you can see that these are all the wins that people have been sharing so far, and it's just really a collaborative experience and really bringing in the multiplayer for personal development that we're trying to target and engage. So really excited about that. All right, so let's also talk a bit about what has been built in the application so far, so I can help you guys understand, you know, what's to come. So right now, what we have here is if you go to the main application, like the home page, you can see everybody's leaderboard, right? But as time goes on, as we get more people in the leaderboard, I'm sure the people that you want to see on your dashboard, again, you'd be embedding it inside your page here, would most likely be people that are on, you know, your friends list, right? People that are close to you, whether your friends or family or people that you're currently engaging on tasks together with. So what we're going to be building is going to be a friend system, but what we're going to be calling it is the party quest system, where we'll be able to actually go ahead and partner with people on specific quests that we want to do, all right? And everybody can pick their own quest, or they can choose to collaborate on a singular quest. But basically, nobody in that whole group will get the bonus rewards, right? The chest for beating the dungeon, the loot box, if it will, until everybody has finished their associated tasks. So that's something that we hope to implement to help you get a bit more accountability for your wins. Really make it so that you pull each other up, right? A rising tide lifts all boats. So you're trying to help others increase in their motivation, and in turn get a boost in motivation when you also need a pick-me-up as well. And that's something that's really exciting. And when that happens, that'll also create your own special leaderboard, which will show you your party's wins, your party's statistics, your party's quest that's currently on the docket, and the ones that you are completing with the ones that you're going to be completing as a group. So that's really exciting. We're also building a whole new daily system inside this application as well. And the important thing behind that is obviously, as you guys know, if you guys have been using the system, doing daily quests inside the Notion is is nice. It's not horrible, but it could be better, right? And we think the best way to do it better is probably doing it on a whole new interface that doesn't have anything to do with Notion, simply because we'll be able to manipulate them a lot easier and have a more seamless transition experience when we go from day to day, from moment to moments, especially from section of day to section of day. If you want to break up your days in time, for example, like we do, like morning routines, midday routines, evening routines, and so on, that's something you'll be able to do in this app. You'll also be able to break it up in terms of like, hey, these are my home routines, these are my work routines, and office routines, and whatever you might like to enjoy from there on out. So that's also something that's in the works right now. And as you can see, if you check up the updates page, you can see all sorts of features that we've built. All things that we've done. We've done a level up screen that's been there, so you can see a level up screen when you finished. You guys, I won't spoil the surprise there. You guys go level up, add some task skins, and you'll be able to see it for yourself. Everything's real time, so you don't need to refresh the page to see anything. As wins come in, they'll just send notifications, and of course, later on we'll do push notifications if you'd like them as well. We're listening very keenly with the community and trying to understand what's the best things that we can build for you. Seasonal rankings, we talked about that. Ooh, we have a map as well, so let's talk about the map for a second. So the map is basically just a place for you to really see the main spaces inside Gilded, inside our community space that would be the right thing for you depending on the moments that you need. So for example, if I'm currently trying to take a break between my adventures and I want to hang out with like-minded people, I can go to the Great Hall, right? That's a place I can hang out with comrades. And then if I want to get stuff done, really want to get people to be working together with me, whether on their own tasks or on tasks that I'm working on, I can quest together with other people and continue to complete Pomodoros together. That's something that you can also join as well. You can also share your wins. I just showed that earlier. You can share your wins with the family. You can visit that. You can see everyone's wins. And of course, you can also see your workspace inspo, which I currently am blocking. So let me go ahead and switch to mobile view perhaps and show you how it looks on mobile. You can also see your workspace inspo, and that would also show you how everybody's setting up their work in PlayStation so that you can really get inspired about how they set everything up and, set something up for yourself as well. And I see some nice comments in the chat. Lucas, welcome to the stream. Definitely be excited to get involved, bring you into the loop as well. We usually do all our building inside the CoX3 family community space. So definitely feel free to join us there and hang out whenever we have a build session, which we will have this Saturday. So stay tuned for that. Okay, that's enough show and tell, I think, for the app. I also wanted to show other stuff, but I think on stream it might be a bit bad because it'll involve showing the API keys, which I don't really want to do right now. But definitely, I will have a video that will be running through the entire application, showing you how it all works. When it officially launches, so definitely stay tuned for that video. Probably the actual deadline that we set for the official launch for this is for Q4. So this is actually all early days. We're really excited about the progress we built so far, but you guys are free to join us for Q3 for this season. You guys can be in early and also earn the associated badges that we'll be awarding as you go on and level up. And as you can see right now in the preseason, Alyssa's leading the crowd. The second is Christian, but who knows? Maybe you'll be leading it for this season. So come in and play together with us. Awesome. So let's get into the thick of things. Let's talk about our latest update to the entire system, which is going to be the tutorial island together with a new thing called the Enchanted Forest. So I want to open it up sneakily so I don't spoil anything for you guys. I have a tab open, but I think I should just open a brand new tab and drag it in just so that I don't spoil anything for you if you're excited to see what's going on. So let's open this up. Let's go and go into our systems for a better life. And if you guys haven't seen this already, if you guys haven't been involved in the latest updates, we did a mid-season patch, mid-season update to talk about our new tutorial island and get people to try it out and explore together with us. But basically, what we've recently built is a brand new onboarding experience that helps you understand the entire application end to end, or at least the core concepts end to end, and really gives you a good understanding of how the system works to level up your life. And I think the most important part of this tutorial island, and I'll be brief about this because I'm sure many people watching our video right now would already know what I'm talking about. But basically, the main idea of the tutorial island is to help you understand the core concepts of getting things done and also how you can start building intrinsic motivation rewards to help you stay engaged and excited by all the tasks that you're about to embark on and really have as much enthusiasm and love for your life, for your progression in life, as you would in a video game or watching a TV show or even engaging in social media, where all these gamification methods are already baked into their way of engaging with you, and we want to overwrite or hijack that process and make it work for us instead. So everything inside the tutorial island is geared for that. And one really special thing that we've built here that I really enjoy is helping you go down the path that you're meant to go down. And what I mean by that is, if previously inside the system we had just so many features that helped so many different types of people that it was tough for someone who's just coming into our system to really understand what's going to be the most important feature for them that's going to make this system really click and really help them level up in life. So for example, a student might be really interested in managing their course load, right? Managing courses, assessments, maybe even automatically calculating your levels and really seeing how you're going right now. For a creative, maybe you're really focused on seeing different projects. Maybe you're juggling projects here and there, and you really want to make sure that you are on top of everything and really seeing the consistent daily actions you're taking to make your creative projects come to life, right? And if you're a second winder, maybe you're someone that really wants to build up your knowledge and see how that knowledge building has been accumulated over the course of your life and how they fits into your new projects that you're about to embark on. And give me a second, I'm gonna get some quick water. So the idea behind the tutorial island is just that, right? To give you the breakdown of what are the things that are going to really get you started with the system and get you engaged. And as you can see, as we go through this tutorial section, right, you're actually able to see that all the videos now are less than a minute, or at the very most less than 3 minutes. And the intention behind that is to give you really short targeted instructions on how Notion works and also some of the theory behind why something works inside each component to help you really get an understanding, and a quick understanding, a more concise understanding of how things work inside our systems to help you improve your life. Now, this is not to say that I won't be creating long videos anymore. I still create like 10-minute, 15-minute videos, and those will be more for like really knowledge building and, you know, small actions being taken. And this is more for like very intentional action, very specific things you want to do, very specific goals you have, and then you go through and, you know, learn how to handle your success plan. You know, start picking your classes, right? And really specializing in terms of how you are currently leveling up, creating your personal projects and tasks, right? Managing your knowledge hub if you're inside the other streams. And really something that's important is you're able to jump from stream to stream so that you don't have to just be stuck in one spot. Sometimes we're forever learners, right? We're lifelong learners, and we're always going to be a student, right? Maybe it's not always going to be structured education, right, or official education, but education nonetheless. We might sometimes also be both a creative and a student, or a second winder and a student, or a creative and a second winder. All these things are can come into play, and I want to make sure that it's something that grows along with you. Again, this system is something that grows with you. It's not something that I hope to create and say, hey, follow exactly what this is and don't do anything different, don't deviate from the path. No, everyone has their own way of managing their productivity, and I want to make sure that that's something that's very clear for you as well. And of course, as we go on and we level up and we see, we can do our, daily progress, we can check off our daily quests. And as we go on through this whole journey, our leaderboard's just leveling up and we're getting more and more in tune to the system and building up our knowledge of how everything works. So speeding through this a little bit, I want to show you, what's new about the build, because most of this has already been built midway through the season, and I've talked about it a bit on stream already and had multiple conversations about it. But what I want to show you is after you level up, what do you see? Okay, what's going to happen after this? So I go to the next step, and we actually end up inside a town called Brighthaven. And the idea behind this is, now let's talk a bit about lore, okay? So let's talk a bit about, this is the exciting part, guys. This is what gets me really happy about the system, because what we're doing is we're actually bringing all these concepts that we find in gaming into real life. And, if you really just suspend your disbelief for a few moments, you really can imagine yourself as if you were playing the game. So let's paint the picture here, right? You've just landed in this world, and again, everyone has new beginnings. We can think of it as a new beginning. And we are going through the tutorial island. Tutorial island helps us understand how to control our character, helps us understand, what are the bosses to fight, what are the monsters to fight, how does the whole EXP and leveling up reward system play out, what are the equipment that I can earn, through the item shop. All these different things are ways to help me understand and really utilize my character to its full potential. Then I get sent to the beginner town, and in this case we're calling it Brighthaven because it's a bright place to be and it's the safe place to be. And we come into here and we start seeing that, hey, this is the beginner town, right? I now have these skills. I should start hunting small monsters around the castle walls, just to make sure that I'm still staying safe within the castle, I'm still being taken care of, and I'm going to slowly hit level 10. And as I hit level 10, we start unlocking the new section of the world map, which is, so let me show you an example. So if I'm not level 10 yet, we'll actually see that we haven't unlocked the next stage, which is the Enchanted Forest. Ooh, exciting. And I'm zooming in a little bit. And actually for this, I'll probably set the appearance back to light. So let's do that. So what we'll see here is we get the next stage, which is the Enchanted Forest. And if I click on that and I haven't hit level 10 yet, so it means that I'm trying to cheat. So I haven't hit level 10 yet. I'm trying to cheat. I go in. I'm not able to see it yet unless I skip ahead, which is not recommended, right? I think everyone should go through if you can, because again, it's a very engaging journey and it doesn't take long at all. And you get to learn all these things, right? All these different dashboards, ways of using the system, different ways of motivating yourself. But let's say you hit level 10, let's say you've reached level 10 already, then you've unlocked the Enchanted Forest. Oh my gosh, right? So let's continue talking about the lore. The lore here is that after you hit level 10 and you help various people within the city, you slay slimes outside the city walls, people are hearing about your bravery, people are hearing about your motivations and your willingness to help any damsel in distress or any soul in distress, right? And the guild master is coming to you and telling you that there's a disturbance in the Enchanted Forest and we want you to venture out of the town and investigate. So this whole adventure, this whole next step is to help you really understand 4 big components that I want to say. The first one is really figuring out, what is the whole points of your productivity? Where are you going with this, right? Why are you being productive, and what do you want to accomplish? And these things are really important questions I think we need to tackle if we really want to be intentional about where our efforts are taking us in life. We only have 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. There are going to be things that we're going to have to sacrifice, and there's going to be things that we're going to have to focus on. So really, what are we going to be working on and why? And that's going to be the most important thing there. The next thing is we're going to be learning how to build mental models that give you the grit to push on no matter the challenge, right? This is going to be in the form of rewards in terms of gamification, companions in terms of, gamified companions, whether it be, pets or party members or even people in the community. How can we come together to get the grit we need to push on no matter the challenge? Then, how do we manage our resources, right? We have to make the best use of our time and energy. How are we going to make sure that we are continuously using the most efficient way possible to get what we want in our lives? And then finally, being able to look back and then forwards to ensure that we're always on the right path that we desire. And these are all the really important things to come together to give you a comprehensive life management system that gives you the intrinsic motivational needs. You learn about the entire success plan, you learn about your review cycles and just so much more. So let's jump into this. And if you choose to accept this quest or accept this epic, you can click on this, right? You accept the epic, and then you get to jump into this. Oops, I want to show you on a high level first. So what's happening here? And by the way, this is why, for people who are curious, we're officially launching all of this in around 36 hours time. This is going to be launched together with a big bang, right, of launches. We have our new toolbox website coming up. We have our application beta access that people can join. We also have just a ton of stuff. I'm sure I'll send an email sometime telling you about it. But what we want to do is we want to have one final build together with the community this Saturday, for the entire Saturday, to really hash out what the Enchanted Forest should look like and how it should behave, because there's just still so much more that we can add to it. So let me continue telling you about the story about what's going to happen. So when you first learn about the quests, right, this epic, you're going to have to prepare for the job. So you choose your job, right? And we're thinking about jobs like, tracker, like navigator, like, different things that are going to give you a in-depth push into your current class and really help you specialize more so that you're ready for the next task at hand. And then from there, once you choose a job to specialize in, you'll learn about your areas and values, because each person with different motivations will have different areas of competence that they want to grow, different stats they're going to specialize in, and different values that they're going to live by. And those are all things that are important to be discussed and hashed out before you go on any adventure, right? Because you want to be sure that the adventure is helping you towards building competency in the areas that you wish to improve in. Next, you're going to find a higher purpose. And why do you want to do that? Let's open it up. Let's talk a bit about this. So the lore here is that most of this Enchanted Forest is going to be a journey of self-reflection and discovery. So the lore, the story would be, you stumble across a waterfall and marvel at its beauty. You contemplate your effects on the world and how you've been living your life. Where are you going? And the whole idea here is that you'll learn all about starting with why, fear setting, asking what, figuring out how, prioritizing with the Eisenhower method, and just so much more. So you can see that all of this knowledge I have on how to really be effective in managing your task and getting things done are all baked into the system and really broken down into each individual component to help you understand exactly how things work and how you might want to implement these theories into your life. And really, everything inside the Enchanted Forest is go at your own pace, right? And build, take what you want. But I really recommend you going through it at least once to see what might be useful for you at any given moments, and really understand how you can go from there. So then after you meditate a bit under the waterfall, right, you go ahead and you start charting your course. So to make the journey meaningful, you sit down and plan out your next steps. Where am I going? And how can I take the most optimal path that is right for me? So this is all about learning about the different dashboards that we have, about the keep it simple dashboards, the inbox, right, the fantasy world. And the idea that I want you to have in your mind is like, okay, so I'm charting my course. I need to see where I'm going, where I'm going to set up camp, where am I going to get food, where am I going to get the resources I need to continue my journey, right? These are all things you need to plan a day before, or at least the morning of the day. And then when you execute, you don't need to worry about planning at all, because you've already set out the plan, and all you're doing that day is just executing it and making minor pivots if you so need so. And of course, if you choose to go with the fantasy world, really building your whole adventure around the idea of your own dashboard, visualizing, life as you see it through your lens, and going through your journey as you so wish. And I think the idea there is kind of like the Peter Pan story, right? Seeing life as you want it and imagining the world that you want to be in. So that's charting your course. The next thing is finding companions. And so the lore here is, as you traverse through the forest, you wonder if there has been anyone that has journeyed here before. Within the thick of the trees, you hear a rustle. And this is where you get introduced with pets, right? Companions, party members that are going to help you get a boost in your level ups, right? Give you a bonus multiplier. You're going to learn about My Network, which is a way to build up your network and really see all the different companions, comrades in your life that will help you level up and help you grow your network, and just get some passive luck and improve your life through those means. Next is going to be earning achievements, and the story for this is, you hear a blood-curdling scream rip through the air. You run into the clearing to help a warrior fight off an orc and guide them to their feet. And they'll say, thank you, brave adventurer. All my pride as a knight, I am forever in your depths. I will share your story of valor with my fellow comrades forever. And the idea behind this is, if you think about achievements, really, what it is the recognition of the society, of your community, that you have accomplished something of value, and they're celebrating together with you. So when I think about badges or titles or roles, that's what it means, right? It's like, hey, I have this amazing thing that I finished. Maybe I finished 7 tasks for the week, and I feel really accomplished about that because I normally complete 5. Maybe I completed a goal this month, and wow, that was a hard goal. I'm really excited about that. Those are all badges that I can create, and I want to present to the world. I want to tell people about them, right? Because these are the ways that are making these are the ways that I feel proud about my achievements and are going to be pushing me to do more and more. So if you think about when you save someone in a game, right? When you save whether a minstrel or a bard or a knight, they are actually very thankful, and they go ahead and spread tales of your heroism, of your bravery. And that in itself is kind of parallel to the idea of earning achievements. And I thought that was something really, really beautiful, and something I wanted to share with you guys. Then you learn about your resource management, right? So you start setting up camp, you notice that rations are running low. You need to manage your resources effectively to make sure you last the whole journey. So that's all about, time boxing, setting up good routines for your day, learning how to manage your energy, right? Because every day we only have certain amounts of energy. We need to be mindful and intentional in how we use them and how we're going to be spending it. What do we spend it on? And if you think about the wilderness, right? If you start spending your energy in the wrong places, you're going to run out of juice for the things that are important, fighting the boss, for example, or, just really trying to, make life, a little bit better. All those things are important to really break down where you're going to be going and putting the energy in. Then the last boss, and this is something that I haven't edited this page just yet, so I'll talk a bit about it like this. But basically, the whole idea is that, when you get to the end, and actually, I don't want to spoil it for you, so it's actually good that you're not seeing it. But the whole idea is that when you reach the source of disturbance, right, you are going there to tackle the quest at hand, to complete the quest that the Adventurers Guild gave you. But what's really important here is to ensure that when you are able to solve that mystery, you want to be able to look back. Well, before you solve the mystery, you want to be able to look back upon all the clues that have been given, right, throughout your journey, so that you know that, hey, because this happened in my second step and this happened in my third step, most likely the answer to this puzzle is X, right? And these are all things that only happen because you're able to effectively look back. And I'll be showing you how you can use the review cycles to look back upon your progress, to see what you've done so far, and really see how your journey's been growing. And not only that, being able to document your journey is something that's, I think, is the hallmark of the most successful people in the world, because it's only by being able to document your in a systematic way, document your experiences and let other people follow in your footsteps, is how you can build and lead companies, right? How you can lead people, because that's how you can share your knowledge with them and make sure that other people can also be as effective as you, or even more so, right? Ideally, if you're successful in that, to go ahead and build more things of value. So that whole section is all about learning how you can look back to go forwards, and really understanding how different views work inside the system, learning about the captain's log and all that stuff, and really just a really beautiful experience to help you visualize your life, make life a little better, and grow together with our family. So I'm going to take a quick water break. Give me a quick second. But let me know in the chat, by the way, like what you're most excited about in this whole build journey. I know there's a lot I've been going through. At the moment, it's all been just presentation, but I'm really excited to see what you guys are thinking about in terms of this, because there's, again, just so much that we can continuously innovate on. And I'm excited that we have this weekend to work together with everybody. It's going to be a fun time. Awesome. So let's go ahead and talk a bit about the next steps for our entire build. And as I mentioned, we currently have quite a few things going on, and I want to make sure that everybody is following along on our journey, because there's just so much that we can continue and build and make things better. So what I mentioned previously is we have around 4 big things we're going to be launching. The first one is our new toolbox website. So something that we're consolidating is, it's been very confusing for everybody how we have, Gumroad templates, we have things on Patreon, we previously had things on Mighty Networks as well, that was through Stripe. I've consolidated it all into one website, our toolbox website, that's going to be launching this weekend. And basically what it means for everybody is that it's going to be much, much more clear on how you can support our family, what is free, what is not free, what are things that you can benefit from. Those are all things I think people had confusion about. So I'm really excited to have that website up and going tomorrow as well, or in 36 hours. We're going to be launching this new template version, and of course also the individual views and lessons inside each of these systems. That's going to be really important. We're going to be doing a product hunt launch, so definitely make sure that you're following our accounts and ready to upvote so we can hit top product of the day when we do go live. Also, we're opening up our level up course. We have a brand new curriculum for everybody. It's going to be following loosely what we're doing inside the tutorial islands and inside the more advanced versions. So definitely join us for that if you're excited to level up together with the family and really get a more detailed, in-depth dive into how everything works. Really learn from me, everything that I know about gamification and being intentional. And that level up course is sign up is only going to be open for 1 day. So definitely join us for that before it closes. I'll let you guys know when it happens through email. I'll send a broadcast to everybody, but definitely join us for that if you'd like to. And for tomorrow, we're going to be doing a all-day build. I'm going to try to make it 12 hours so everybody within different time zones can join us. Let us know if you can join us. Join us for the build if you can. It's something that is a huge passion of mine and many people in the community. So we're really excited to work together with you guys and really just build something great, build something that changes our lives and then others. And hopefully from there, we end up becoming more productive. We can work on more creative projects and, just make life just that much better. So with that all in mind, I look forward to seeing you all inside our new application. Again, if you don't remember the URL, it's makework.fun. We'll be adding more features pretty much daily, as you can see. We just started season 1, so races are on. All the wins are going to be coming in, and everything is going to be counting towards this season. So really excited to see what you guys have to add in. Levels are going to basically we'll have a tab. I'll be adding a tab right now actually to show you like, hey, this is season 1 stats, this is all-time stats. You can kind of browse through and see who's currently leading the crowd, and definitely check that out. It'll be very exciting. And I think without further ado, I'll pass off for now and see you guys later. Thank you guys so much for joining our stream today, and I'll see you tomorrow in the build. Take care. Join us in the community. Bye bye.